honest person. What is the reasonable explanation for him refusing to unseal his records? Because those would be identical to what he already released. He's saying that he was born in Kapiolani Hospital. Then whatever they have in Hawaii was stayed. This birth certificate was obtained based on a proper hospital birth certificate from Kapiolani Hospital. And we can go to this hospital and they would have a huge birthing file with all the information from OBGYN and anesthesiologist and pediatrician. You know, I'm a mother. I gave birth to 3 kids. I know how many documents you're supposed to have. And keep in mind, I have dual degrees. Aside from being an attorney, I'm also a doctor of dental surgery. I've been in medical field for over 20 years. Trust me, I know what to look for. And he has nothing. This guy has absolutely nothing. He's just a fraud. Just a Chicago crook that decided that he can pull a fast one on the whole nation. And he is extremely arrogant. He believes that the whole nation, all of us, you and I and all of you listeners are nothing but a bunch of total and complete idiots. That's what he believes. That he arrogantly believes that he can fool everybody. And members of our military don't want to stand for it. They have to go through proper checks just to become members of the military. And this guy wants to be commander-in-chief based on nothing?
Right.
Why?
So that's one of the main reasons why you have a lot of your plaintiffs here are military, because they're saying that this is not our commander-in-chief, I'm not required to follow his commands.
Absolutely.
Now, here's a couple of rumors maybe you can help answer on. What is this guy's real name? Is it Barack Obama?
Well, actually, AP, which is a very reputable agency, has provided his registration for school in Indonesia. Keep in mind that when he was 5 years old, his mother remarried, the family immigrated to Indonesia, the stepfather was an Indonesian citizen, and his school registration shows that he went under the name of his stepfather, which means that the stepfather might have adopted him or acknowledged him, and it states that his name is Barry. He went by name Barry Suryatoro, which is his stepfather's last name, and citizenship Indonesian, a religion Islam, and he lied about all of the above. And so, as a matter of fact, there is another possibility that in the state of Hawaii they have they might have a birth certificate that it's called amended birth certificate that was obtained when he was adopted by his stepfather, which would state that his real name is not even Barack Hussein Obama, but Barry Suryatoro, and he's a citizen of Indonesia. We have no clue what is there.
Right.
And all we know that it must be something that is incriminatory, and that's why he is refusing to provide records.
So if there was a name change, when do you suspect that name change happened?
Back to Obama, you mean?
Yes.
From Suryatoro back to Obama?
Correct.
Well, I don't think it ever happened. I think he never officially changed his name from Barry Suryatoro to Barack Hussein Obama, and that he went in Indonesia. He obtained Indonesian citizenship under the name Barry Suryatoro, and I believe he still has his Indonesian citizenship. There is no evidence of him ever relinquishing his Indonesian citizenship.
So how did he become known then by this other alias?
Well, nobody ever checks. You know, I think what happened was originally his mother put his name as Barack Hussein Obama. Then she divorced, they moved to Indonesia, and she probably filled out the paperwork in Indonesia showing him as Barry Suryatoro. So my guess is that his Indonesian passport shows him as Barry Suryatoro and his American passport shows him as Barack Hussein Obama. And that's why the framers of this Constitution specifically warned us of that. John Jay, who was the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, the very first Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, has written a letter to George Washington warning him, and I don't recall specifically word for word, but I'm paraphrasing here. He stated, "Permit me to explain that it's very important for the Commander-in-Chief to be a natural-born citizen, so we don't have people with allegiance to other countries in charge of our government."
That's right.
He warned George Washington of that They wanted to make sure that we would not have the coup d'etat that we're having right now.
That's right. Basically, this allegiance, this non-allegiance to the country, allegiance to foreign powers, could include allegiance to foreign bankers, for instance, to kind of bring it back. Yeah, bring it back to what our day is about here.
It's terrible.
Yeah, we want to avoid these situations. We want to make sure. I mean, this guy is up there touting and continuing this line of economic thought that has gotten us into this economic mess, and things are certainly not going to get any better. At least that's the opinion of Mr. Peter Schiff, who this day is all about. Peter Schiff, of course, running for Senate, or considering a run for Senate in Connecticut against Chris Dodd, and you know, he suspects. I can't speak for him, but he suspects that we are not going to get any better. The economic situation is not going to get any better with guys like Barack Obama calling the shots here.
Oh, it's getting worse, absolutely worse. There's no question about it. And as a matter of fact, here's an example. $123 billion were authorized as financial aid to AIG. Did you know that 59% of this aid went to foreign banks? About $70 billion were simply stolen from U.S. Treasury and sent to foreign banks. You know, if I would have been Attorney General instead of Eric Holder, I would have been filing criminal charges right now. Well, at the very minimum, there would have been some serious charges on misappropriation of funds, whereby the Department of Justice and Congress and Senate should be demanding our money back, because this money was given to AIG specifically for stimulus of the U.S. economy. How in the world giving $70 billion to foreign banks stimulates U.S. economy? If those banks make poor investments, so be it. Then they lost some money. I feel really bad for them, but you know what? There were good years where they made billions, and there are some lean years, but they're losing some money. Why should U.S. Treasury give $70 billion to AIG to send to foreign banks? What a travesty of justice.
Exactly, and I guess that's exactly the kind of thing the Founding Fathers had in mind when they put these clauses in the Constitution, that we wanted to make sure there was no loyalty to foreign entities.
Yes, and that's why I don't know how many listeners are listening to this program now, but, you know, I'm telling everybody, it's not going to be up to just me, one attorney. It's going to be up to many people to make a difference, and it's going to be up to you as well. If you are a member of U.S. military, if you lost a loved one in U.S. military, if you were injured, if you are an injured and wounded veteran, you have very good standing, specifically if it happened after January 20th. If all of the above happened after January the 20th, after Obama took office, specifically you have wonderful standing if you got orders to deploy to Afghanistan or Iraq. Call me. My number is 949-683-5411, 949-683-5411, and I can join you with other plaintiffs. If you lost your car dealership, if you lost your benefits as a veteran, you have good standing. So that's one line of attack. And another line of attack is for you to confront all of you elected officials. They are supposed to be working for you and not the other way around. It's August. Now they're all in their home districts, all the congressmen, all the senators. Confront them. Just form a group of several concerned citizens, several patriots that really care about this country, not those thugs from